What is up, my Vengeful Horde? This is Miss Retribution bringing you a video about Zed, the Master of Shadows. Zed's so cute. I love his laugh. He's just attractive. Just a Talon. He's adorable. But anyway, I'm going to be discussing what abilities you should max first, and I'm going to do it in the order of what you should have. So, be prepared for that, and I'm also going to tell you about his counters and his people he works well with. And I'm automatically going to say he works well with Syndra because I ship it. So, it's just a good ship. So, Zed's Q is a shuriken, and I would either max that or E depending. It really depends on the matchup. But his Q is a shuriken and it goes through all enemies that is right in front of him to a certain point till it cuts off of the length that you threw it from. His W is a shadow, so if you do W and then Q, you do double the damage, and it goes through multiple enemies depending on where you threw your shadow and who you're trying to aim it for. And they might, like the shuriken might go into an X together to hit him, so that'd be double the damage. And his E is an AoE slow, so everybody who's in it, but it only works when you have your clone up. So you would have to W and do your E as fast as possible because it slows them with the clone. His R is basically his really cool ultimate. He'll get another shadow, so until like his little thingy bursts, you can do a lot of damage till it bursts, and then he'll die by your ultimate, which is really cool. Zed's passive is if somebody's below health to a certain percentage, you'll do more damage, which is really useful because when you do basic attacks, that will really help you, especially if you have a bloodthirster too. And I believe, what was the other item? I think the crit one, the Infinity Edge, because I built that sometimes on Zed because I like the crit on it. Whenever you get crit when they're whenever they're lower in health, that percentage of their health, you do more damage plus the crit, so it would really help, and then probably insta kill. Let's see, who is his top counter? I think one of Zed's top counters is Syndra, because whenever I play Syndra versus Zed, it's very predictable what it's gonna do. Plus the fact that Syndra has a Q, a slow, and a stun, and she has her ultimate, which throws more of her Qs at you. Which is really, really good if it's a Zed, because when he tries like that ultimate, you know he's gonna go back to one of the shadows. So you can just place 2 Qs down and throw him, and then he'll stun one of them, pick the other ball up and slow him, and then use your R plus ignite, and he's basically dead, which is really, really awesome. So that's one of his top counters. So that ship, Syndra's the boss, because she can kill Zed. But it usually depends on how much skill you, I guess, would have. I would say Lux, because Lux is broken anyway, because they said they nerfed her, but they really didn't. I mean, if you play Lux like I do, then it's really easy to kill a Zed. Here, take my E. Here, I'm gonna auto attack. Oh, I got my Q. Here, take that. Ooh. I love Lux, but my favorite mid laner would probably be Syndra or Kali. I think Zed decimates people like Lux, because if you're not good with the snaring and you're aiming with your alt, you're basically dead because you're squishy. Zed can probably kill Annie if they don't have a really good Annie, because she's also squishy. Zed, whenever I played him, Nidalee was not a challenge. Azir was kind of a challenge, but not really, so I guess that kind of would be fair. I'm a really good Zed player. Not really. I just play good against most champions, just not all of them. He kills ADCs pretty fast, but if you're Gosu, Zed is not a problem. But he works really well with people like Leona and Thresh, people who can pull people or stun. He works really good with, in my experience, I've worked really well with people like, what was that one chick's name? She has tentacles. Ilaoi, yeah. I worked really well with her, and I worked really well with most top laners and almost every champion in the game because we usually talked it through, which was really helpful because Zed's useless without a team. Even though he's an assassin, he needs that backup. But I would probably pick Zed versus most squishies versus like tanks, because tanks is not his forte, not one bit. I'm sorry to say this to all Zed players. I'm sorry, Red Mercy, don't kill me. But I don't think Zed works well against tanks. I mean, I'm not the best Zed player. I'm pretty sure Red Mercy could kill a tank if, you know, he put on his Zed mastery skills out on there. Because he's a really good Zed player. Versus me, I'd probably get decimated. But I would usually pick Zed versus the squishies because it's just like, it already says GG if you're good with him at that point. Just be like, hey, I need a gank. Can you come hook him real quick? Yeah, I come and Thresh is on the way. And then you're like, yes, first blood, thanks Thresh. Or if Thresh KSs, you're like, hey, good job, thanks for the help though. I already got a lead. But that is my video on Thresh. I mean, he is a difficult champ to play. He's not really easy because you have to know how to aim with your skill shots. Because his Q, W, and E are all skill shots and his R isn't. He just has to click. But if you have listened to this retribution and I gave you a video of Zed, the master of the sexy shadows, I love his laugh. It's just, yeah, that was perfect. But if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment on what the next video should be about what champion. I'll try and go in more in depth and maybe do some of the lore because I like the lore, especially. I like Quinn's lore the best. Well, it depends on whose lore I like the best at that point. But if you want, you can share this video and see what your friends want to pick. Because I will be telling the name of the people who wanted it, and I will try my best to tell you about the abilities. And I keep saying that I'm gonna tell you which ones to max out, but it really depended on Thresh between his Q and his E on the scenario of what you think is best. But I will see you wonderful people in the next video.